academic journals or academics writing to other academics. And yes, it's necessary to get grants and all of that. But the communities that might benefit from the don't even have access to it because it's behind paywalls, as Paige said, or it's written in language that is totally inaccessible to regular people. And so I think, again, in terms of looking at what opportunities exist, I think there's an opportunity for people who do research to learn to be sort of to code switch. How do we write for an academic audience to keep our jobs, get the grants and all of that, but also write in ways to make sure that we are disseminating information in community with participants in the way they want it, ideally in their language, let them write it. I think, we really need to think about, because we're bounded by these gatekeepers, like who's funding it, how you write, how do the language you use, the language you don't use. And so this really is an opportunity for us to revisit stuff that we should have been doing long ago anyway. My
Yeah,
two cents.
I agree 100%. And I just wanted to bring in another friend of Lisa and mine, Olana Hankivsky. One of the things that she talks about a lot when she was doing some of her seminal work in Vancouver and BC, so Vancouver in Canada, not in Washington State, was really looking at what she defines as the gray literature, right? And so again, where are there pamphlets? Where are there articles? Where are there reports that are produced by nonprofit organizations or advocacy groups, where are there videos, where are there testimonies, again, just thinking about all the different ways that people communicate about their knowledge, right? And sharing that. And that goes back to something, again, that was in one of the comments about not just saying that academic knowledge is the only kind of knowledge, but that, again, community expertise, lived experience have equal value. I think that's certainly part of the ethos of doing intersectionality research and intersectional research, but I think more to the point, like there may be even a greater need for that in terms of how we engage. And I would also, just as a last minute point, or last point, also think about it not just in terms of academic versus non-academic, but also think about English's linguistic dominance as well, right? So where can we also provide translational services or other kinds of things, again, for communities that speak in languages that are not English? We also want to think about whether we're incorporating it into the kinds of gray literature we talk about under Olana's definition, or whether we're talking about how we then provide those services the way that we were just hearing about.